Welcome in to Actual Play Entertainment Presents episode 20 of Operation Blackstar, a little Delta Green ditty with some pre-written Art Dream stuff, some of our own stuff, and like I say, whatever else falls in and fills in the cracks. My name is Dave and I'm the handler. I'm joined as always by Kurt, Joe, and Mike.
What's up?
Hey guys.
Straight into it.
Mike, did you bring a backup character?
This little ditty. No, I've got 1 hit point. What are you talking about? I'm fine.
He's lying. There's 3 backup characters in that clipboard.
Besides, Kurt's character's on Overwatch here as these headlights come up on us. So I'm feeling confident.
Well, I
hide
wish
in the van.
just
What could possibly go wrong here?
Yeah,
nothing.
we're fine. We're good.
This is
We're in position.
we're going to close season 1 today after episode 20. And we'll tie things up nicely, and we'll have some nice teasers into season 2 as we're going to jump to something else for a little while. We'll leave that as a surprise, I guess. Or should we tell them?
No, surprise.
No,
Perfect.
don't tell them. Don't tell them.
All right, we don't
anything.
tell nothing. Cards close to our chest.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to keep subscribing and listening to find
Yeah,
out
you
what
gotta-
we're going to do next. So
You got to download it to find out.
yeah. It'll just be mystery. You don't even know what it is. Yeah.
just the next
goat
one is
sounds.
just question marks.
Yeah.
What can
No
I-
hours. Hour and a half of nothing.
No, that's not.
But yeah, we're going to wrap everything up with a nice little bow, get ready for season 2, do some teasers and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't fucking know what else to say. Probably edit this part out a little bit. Someone say something.
Probably said too much. All right.
Yeah, probably said too much. Well, let's just start it over. Yeah, should we play Delta Green? Should we
Yes.
figure what's going
Well,
on?
I would prefer we did. Yeah.
Excellent. Who wants to, let's just do a little tiny recap. I think we have an idea of where we are. We've been in a van for a couple episodes, but let's do a little, let's just do a little recap. Also kind of recap the situation, get into your heads a little bit. We always, refer to the inner monologues.
Mm.
Let's just get a feel where everybody is. Who wants to recap? Everyone look at Mike.
Oh my God. I'll recap. So
Excellent. It worked.
yeah. I mean, the recap is pretty easy.
Yeah.
We spent about, let me see, an hour of last episode in the van, just like arguing with each other and complaining about stuff and trying to search for things and trying to figure out the crystal that's encased now safely back in its container. Until we got direction to go to a deserted grain silo in the middle of nowhere that we approached as if we were, coming up on that farmhouse again that we did.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going into grain elevator. I got to
sheep to the
expand on my
slaughter.
Nebraska or Omaha lore. Like it's just nothing but
Lore.
farms there. Lore. Yeah.
And then ended
I think
up
it's pretty much corn and football in Nebraska. I don't mean to be rude, but
Yeah, no,
I think
that's fair.
how-
Maybe I
I
should have
think
put you
that's how they
guys
roll.
in an abandoned
Sounds
college
nice,
football stadium then.
actually that does. Yeah, but like for all of our concern about the grain silo, it ended up being totally deserted. So Ray decided to get some sleep, and then Sand saw headlights coming at
yeah,
us.
2 vehicles are approaching across the field towards the grain elevator, and we're, kind of trapped at the end of
now.
this
Yeah,
road.
we've trapped ourselves.
Yeah, you're in
Yeah.
the middle of the grain elevator, facing out the door, watching the headlights come up
super great.
towards you.
That was good. That was a good move, I think, of Ray to park the vehicle backwards so we can at least like blast out of the doors if we need to.
Run them over.
And
Yeah.
I'm up on top of the grain elevator, and we have heavy weapons. There's 4 rifles, 2 with grenade launchers, and 2 with, was it night vision sniper rifles or something?
Oh,
or
easy.
Just scopes?
Just scopes.
Just scopes? Just scopes. Okay.
And Sand, you have all 4 of them up there, one in each hand, like one on your
I got
foot.
one. I got one of each. I left the other 2 down there.
No, Ray has one on his lap, I believe, while he's snoozing.
Yeah, you have one of the scoped ones because you were checking shit out.
That's right.
That's
and
right.
I've got a grenade launcher one resting in a pool of blood in my lap.
More or less just to end yourself if you need to.
Just put my mouth around the grenade launcher. And
Such a fucking grenade launcher in the mouth. There's no fucking
From
that
inside
up.
the van.
No fucking that up.
you'll choke for a second, and then your head blows off.
Yeah, like when you put too many elastics on a watermelon is kind of how I picture it. Just an explosion.
75.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other things that happened last episode were there was a lot of talk about Kurt's potential like being mind controlled by the crystal because he already has a little crystal and he can't. Kane's character can't stop thinking about the crystal.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And then I just because I've only got one hit point left, I wanted to drop that.
Yeah, little. I was about to say a little teaser into the backstory, but it wasn't even really a teaser. It was like, boom!
Before my character dies, when Majestic
Please
Gold shows
know
up
this.
here.
Yeah. And you told that just to shudder.
Just
Sand was, I think you were out doing your little, I called it gallivanting before, which you didn't like. You were like
I was
recon
definitely
as you're,
not gallivanting.
as you're going up to the barn.
Yeah, I would never tell that to Sand. He's too judgmental, but Shudder is a safe space.
Oh, wow.
Because he's
Okay.
old.
Because he's old.
Yeah. Like
The old
Like a
boomer.
grandpa.
So what would Shudder, we didn't even have time, like his Shudder, when he hears that from Saint, what is he kind of like, oh, great, of course, why not? Or is he like, oh, okay, cool.
It was in the moment right before we were kind of creeping up onto the farm.
Yeah, so you haven't really had much time to think about it.
No. But I guess now he fell asleep.
Dozing off.
Yeah. Like he cares about him, but like his, that's his own personal turmoil that right now Ray just needs some sleep. He'll ask about it later, maybe when there's appropriate time.
I almost went into crossing campaigns. I almost went into like the mind of Rush Shields. Like, oh, he needs to die now as well. But yeah, no, wrong campaign. Wrong thing.
Classic.
Ray's mostly, he's old, like I mentioned, so he just wanted to take a nap.
Yeah,
A little power nap.
Yeah, got to refresh.
Yeah.
Put your little dentures in a little cup on the dashboard and just sit back in the chair and sleep, huh? Well, he's not quite that old.
Exactly. So yeah, I guess that's where we're at. Like we have the lights coming up the road,
Yeah.
and Kane is
on Overwatch. Yeah.
but
I'm looking through the scope as soon as I see the lights come up. You said it was just before sunrise. Am I able to tell anything about these vehicles?
Oh, hold on. We're getting right into it. I haven't even started the background music yet.
Oh, I thought we were already right into it. I got an itchy trigger finger.
Oh, unexpected. Just take all my notes and scrumple them up as Sam just starts shooting everybody driving up the driveway. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we're doing this, are we? Okay. Let's get into it. Sand, as you're up on top of the grain elevator a little bit before sunrise, you saw the vehicles pull up. There was a sedan in the front and then what looks like a van in the back behind it. And they're driving up. You started basically banging on the wall or the roof of the grain elevator and started yelling, "We have company."
Yep.
The headlights come up over, get into Saint's eyes, who then nudged Ray to wake him up. That about sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ray, we've got lights approaching.
No. What? Stop.
Wake up, you old fool.
He's having like a fever dream of like Vietnam or something. And
Well, that's not very fun.
no. He's just like, you can see the sweat beating down his face actually as he wakes up.
I have a question for you guys. Van's off, right? No headlights from you guys? You guys are just sitting
Not
there
yet.
in the middle of the grain elevator in the dark?
No,
Not
but
yet.
it's funny you say that because I was just going to say that first thing Sam says to Ray is, turn the van on. Turn the van on.
And the first thing Ray was going to do, if you let me chime in,
You're still waking up, old
Was-
man. Relax.
turn the van on.
Yeah, you
and
said you're having a
blast
fever
the
dream.
after.
All right, the headlights come up and approach the barn. What about Sand? Are you going to try to kill anything? Shoot a grenade launcher, climb down?
No, but I'm going to take a shooting position and I'm going to use the scope to look into each of the vehicles. and I just want to try to get a head count. I'm trying to see if I, like if it's clear enough. I want to know if I'm looking at like ranking military people or people that look like they're part of the conspiracy with us. If I can get any information. If I can't see specifics because it's too dark, I'm trying to figure out how many people there are in the two vehicles.
It's tough to see. Yeah, you're having a hard time seeing anything. You got the old windows are perhaps a little tinted. It's night. No, you don't really get much information. You see Derringer driving. Ah, no, I'm just joking. There's nothing going on.
But
You can't see anything. You can't really get any information from where you are.
Okay, I take a second and kind of stop focusing specifically on the vehicles as they're approaching, and I like look around to see if we're being flanked. And I just do an alertness check to see if there's anything going on around us.
Black
Roll them
helicopters?
I rolled a 33 under
Oh, starts off with a crit.
66.
Oh.
Don't use it all up right away.
No, this is a good time to use it, I think.
I look very closely, and there's nothing.
Oh, you take the words right out of my mouth.
Ow.
Except for nothing. No, you don't see anything. You start to move along the roof and you're scanning. It's just quiet. It takes a few seconds. It takes a while for you to do that. So as you're doing that, the sedan gets up close to the doors. You have the van running now with the headlights on?
Correct.
Okay.
Do we have a little bit of time as between like turning the lights on and turning the van on before the sedan actually gets there?
Sure.
Ray,
Yeah.
let me sit there in the driver's seat. Maybe you should get out just in case they drive up and fill the van full of holes.
Well, then I won't. Why would I want to get out then?
So that
What? Are you trying to like
get filled full of
sacrifice me?
holes. No. Get out and hide around the corner or
Well, at
something.
least the engine block might protect me a little bit.
Okay.
Can
You know,
you get out and get
I'm-
riddled with bullet holes while I drive away?
I think I'll pass. Honestly,
I'm just worried about them coming up and shooting the shit out of the van. I want you to.
so you're not really thinking straight.
All right, maybe I'm not.
When you were abducted, did they do stuff to you?
Shut up about that. Not now.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I'm train my gun out the windshield. I'm gonna climb into the driver or the passenger seat and train my gun out the windshield.
Are you good at driving?
Yeah. Let me drive.
Okay,
Switch.
okay, let's swap real
Okay.
quick.
All right.
No, you go under, I'll go over.
Ow! Get your foot out of my. God damn it! You stepped on my nuts. Oh, hurts. Fuck. All right. Okay.
You get to switching seats?
Yeah, and Ray's got hit the door open, and he's like got the barrel where the door frame,
Yeah.
the open door frame needs like the car frame, and
Yeah.
a little V. Yeah,
Brace it for stability. That's advantage on any shooting rolls.
it is.
Oh, is it? Okay, let me double
Yeah.
check the rules here.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
It's in the.
It even says right there, right in the V. You dip your gun right in that V and you get all sorts of bonuses.
Yeah, we've been studying the source book, so.
Very detailed. Very detailed. All right, anything else? You've assumed your position, I suppose, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Hey, can I mic Kurt for a second? What does the roof look like? Is it conical? Like to a
That's
grain
how I was
silo?
picturing it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a grain silo, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's not flat. So
With
I
a
think it's
with
like-
a external ladder, so it's like, yeah, it's I would be kind of on like the downhill side of the concave, perched up at the peak, so that I have some cover and I still have overwatch.
Do you have like one hand hanging onto like a rooster weather vane while you're the rifle
No,
in the other?
both hands on the rifle.
I don't know.
There's got to be some sort of like fire escape down the side that he's.
Yeah, it's
like,
got to be something.
perched on.
Yeah, for sure. There's the ladder that he climbed up there. I was just trying to picture like whether it was because the way you were talking about like moving around on the roof, I was like, is it a flat roof? Or is
I
it,
guess, yeah, when I said that, I was kind of picturing part of it
Yeah.
flat, but now
Okay,
I'm
that-
back
yeah, it
in
was you
barn
that said
mode.
it. Okay, all right.
I don't know what's
They're
going
not-
on anymore.
They're not steep slopes up there. It's just enough to let the rain run off. I've climbed up to the top of one of those before. It's that you could totally lay anywhere on there.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
Experienced.
There we go. All right. Lived experience. We've
Yeah, lived experience. Excellent. Well done, Kurt. Gold star. as always, Gold Star Kurt.
Thank you so much. Great.
Great.
Teacher's pet.
We all know who just didn't bring a backup character this time. Doesn't ever need it. All right, so unless there is anything else you would like to do, the sedan and the van come up close to the doors that you have wide open, and it slows down and pauses for a second. You guys have like headlight on headlight, and then a sedan starts to come into the barn.
Into the barn.
Into the grain elevator. If you recall, it was big, about 4 car lengths you could go down, and you guys parked in the middle, so that does leave room for vehicles to pull in.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah. And
Yep.
and these are black, unmarked, both these vehicles?
Yes. Your standard. What's the word we always use? Nondescript?
Nondescript. X-Files, black sedan.
Yeah. Windows slightly tinted. Their headlights kind of blinding you guys. I know you have your headlights. It's still a little hard to discern the exact amount of people and all that kind of jazz. But as it comes in and turns a little bit and your headlights are on, you do see it looks like there's 2 people in the front, probably some people in the back of the sedan. And then the van, you see a driver in it.
Well, then that means that they can see that there's 2 people in the van and one of them's got a rifle braced at them.
Did they pull up on the passenger side or the driver's side?
Or are they still facing
The sedan, as it comes in, the sedan goes left towards shotgun side a little bit, and then the van kind of goes to the right. So now they come in and kind of part. So they're beside each other. Then you guys are in the front. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Should we just blast out of here? They left us a gap.
No, there's no gap. They have kind of V'd themselves, so that it is a little tight. You'd have to
God
push
damn
through.
This might be it, Ray. This reeks of MJ-12.
What else are we going to do?
I don't know.
We might need their help.
Oh my God. Okay.
Meanwhile, Sand totally panics when they pull 2 vehicles inside of the grain elevator that I'm on the roof on, and I grab both rifles and sling them over my shoulder and start heading down
In a hurry?
the ladder quietly.
Quietly
What?
in a hurry, though.
No, quiet is more my
Okay.
Can you
Priority.
give it the slide, the 2 feet and the 2 hands? And just
Yeah,
down the
could try that.
ladder?
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay. It's a 93.
Under.
Hey, if anyone had a stealth over 90, I would believe it with Sand. But
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, as it pulls in and it's kind of quiet, you hear like a thump on the roof. You can hear sand banging around up there a little bit. It's going to take you not a long time to get down, but you're not down right away.
That's fair.
The sedan and the van, they come in and stop, and there's basically just 3 vehicles all running with their headlights on, kind of all, standing offish.
I look over out the passenger or the driver's side window at who's in the sedan. Like, I must be able to see a face. Well, who am I looking at?
You see two men, and there's someone a little shorter in the back seat that you can't really see. And then the shotgun door of the sedan opens.
Who gets out?
You see a man stand up, average height, 5'10", 5'11". He's got like a black bomber jacket on and jeans with some like sneakers on. And he gets out and you see he has a handgun in his hand. He's not like pointing it, but it's out in his hand. And he gets out and he walks around to the front of the sedan, like so he's in front of your van. And you see him kind of looking.
Hang on. Before he gets all the way around to the front of the van, I'm going to say to Ray, say the word right now. I'll punch it. We'll blast through these guys and
Leave Sand on the roof to die.
leave Sand on the roof to die.
Just keep the engine running, okay?
Yeah.
We got to hear what they have to say.
Oh, man. They might be speaking in bullets, buddy.
I have a bulletproof vest on.
Must
I'll be
nice.
You with your gun nicely nestled in the V. Who are you pointing it at? You pointing it straight at this guy, just tracking him as he's coming around?
Yes.
Okay. He clocks you, doesn't seem overly concerned. And he stands in the front and he kind of looks. You see him reach down, pull out a pack of smokes. He still got his gun in his hand. It does like the bang on the smokes.
Okay.
And takes one out and puts it in his mouth. And then he checks his other pockets. And he looks up at you and he does like the motion with his thumb, like, lighter?
I don't even flinch. I just keep it. If there's a laser sight on my gun, it's like right between his eyes.
I don't think there's a laser sight, but he gets the idea.
As things are momentarily quiet, you guys hear just like military boots on metal ladder rungs, just like bang, 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 bang.
You see he looks up in the direction where that's coming from. And then he just looks back and he does the lighter thing again. I know you smoke, Ray. Come on. Fuck.
I'm gonna like
Leave it
reach
in
into
the
my
car?
pocket and like toss it onto the ground.
Oh, for fuck. And he takes a couple steps over and bends down and picks it up.
You know this guy?
I don't know this guy.
He knows you.
You recognize his voice, for he is the voice on the other end of the phone. You did speak to him. And he lights his smoke, holds out his lighter, tosses it back on the ground towards you, and takes a drag.
I'm gonna yell out the window, hey, we're coming out. And we're gonna have a civilized conversation about all of this, right?
He nods. Sand on the roof? Kind of chuckles, takes a drag of his smoke, and just like looks over.
Bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
You hear like a magazine fall, hit the floor. Shit, picks it up.
Rifle bashes
Yeah,
off
too
the
many
side of the
rifles
ladder.
banging against the ladder. Comes down.
Bang, ba bang, ba bang, ba bang.
Bang, bang, yeah, just down the rungs.
All right, let's get out, Ray. Van's still on. I'm gonna leave it just in park, and I'm gonna get out. You got the
Ray's gonna step behind, like out of the van, beside the door, but he's not like so that he can like in one step jump into the van for cover if needed. And he has the rifle like propped up still against his shoulder, pointing it at this guy.
Saint's gonna step around the front of the van.
Maybe not pointed at his between his eyes anymore. Maybe like at his gut or something.
Center mass, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Saint's gonna step a little bit to the front of the truck and try to look relaxed and lean against the side of the hood there, kind of with his arm up on it. Say, so who the hell are you?
You look like shit.
Yeah, I feel like shit.
Well, takes another drag of his smoke.
Did you bring any medical supplies for us? Who are you?
You think
Yes,
if we
you
have
are.
the vehicles running, we get carbon monoxide? He kind of like looks around. He does a little hand motion and the sedan and the van turn off.
I really appreciate how casual you are, this nonchalant attitude, but we've just been put through the ringer. So if you could take this a little bit more seriously, we'd all appreciate it. Do you have any medical supplies?
Not with me, no. Takes another drag.
Shit. Who are you?
Your buddy, sorry. He goes, Sam's doing fine. We'll get you to a hospital. Surprised you guys made it out of there. Takes another drag, and he sees kind of like looking at the van a little bit.
I hope you can appreciate we have no idea who the fuck you are. And there are, contrasting points of view on what we're trying to accomplish here. So which party are you a member of? What's your plan for what's in the back of this van?
Does it even really matter what I say? I could say I'm part of this group, I'm part of that group. Sam's record club. Member since 1981. Doesn't really matter what part of group, I can say anything. Right? You trust me?
No.
I haven't shot you yet.
Well, that's kind
That
of
doesn't
you.
mean anything. Congratulations. Yay, we haven't been shot yet.
He chuckles.
Why did you answer the phone when we called?
You don't answer your phone when it rings?
Did you think it was Derringer phoning you?
Oh, Derringer. That's too bad.
This is too fucking bad. He's a good guy. You're over here joking around like it didn't happen.
Oh, I'm not joking around. This is just kind of who I am. But no, this is, I understand this is some pretty serious shit, and you guys have been through, well, you've had quite the night. But you're safe now. You guys did a good job.
As he says that, you guys hear a heavy thud and the sound of 2 rifles clattering against each other. It sounds like someone jumped the last 8 rungs of a ladder. And Sand comes around the corner with a grenade rifle drawn, pointing it in at these guys from outside the barn.
So you come in through like the door they came. I'm assuming there's going to be a side door for humans, a human-sized door, not a car-sized door.
Okay. Then I'm coming in the human-sized door.
Okay.
So I come through, gun drawn, pointing it at this guy.
Fuck your noise.
Are you guys all right?
More or less.
For now.
Okay, I lower
you need, like,
my
some
weapon
sneakers
so
or
it's
something. Your boots are fucking loud.
towards his feet.
He takes another drag. He seems pretty calm and nonchalant. He just kind of nods at you.
What are we supposed to call you?
Call me Decker.
Are you our new handler?
He laughs. No.
How long did you work with Derringer?
I never really worked with Derringer, to be quite honest. He's a few rungs below me. We'll just put it that way. Derringer didn't really fucking know a lot. Did he tell you anything, or is he like, I'll fill you in later kind of guy? Because I'll be honest with you, Derringer didn't really know shit.
Why were you answering the phone?
I told you, man. When that phone rings, I answer. It's part of my gig.
If you didn't really work with him, why was he phoning you?
He's got to check in as well. You phone him and check in with him. He phones his people and checks in with them.
So why don't you stop being so fucking aloof and tell us what the hell's going on?
Well, I got to make sure that everything is what we think it is as well. You guys were at Platt with this, and he just kind of like waves his hand towards the van. I'm pretty sure it made people, I don't know. You tell me, did people act normal with this fucking thing around them? You guys have been around it. I don't know what I'm walking into either.
No, people were acting crazy.
Right, so I want to make sure you're not acting crazy.
We put it into the containment unit, and everything seems to have been fine.
Put it in. What's it?
Oh, you don't know?
We just know that.
Can I humint that? That he
Yeah, you
doesn't
can.
know?
Yeah, you can humint that.
I want to humint that.
Humint it. Humint the shit out of it, Mike.
Humint this motherfucker
Please,
right in the ass.
Please let that be. Please let that be. Yes!
Oh, it's a double number.
66 under 83.
83 humint.
80.
Oh my god, the guy's a walking humint score. Okay.
You know more about this guy than he knows.
Yeah,
about
it's like,
himself.
oh my god. Tell me about my childhood.
Because, like, if he's Majestic 12, he knows exactly what this fucking thing does. But if he's, like, legitimately, I don't know what it
Good
does.
point. Smart.
Oh,
So
interesting.
Does he really not know what this thing does?
You seem to have a vague idea.
About the containment unit, right? Because he was like, what containment unit or whatever.
Yeah, that party, that seemed legit. You probably figure, like, because you got a crit. It's obviously a very good roll. A 66, I believe you rolled.
That's what I rolled.
For those of you out there, that's the number of my favorite hockey player of all time. We have got some comments, I'm assuming, from other Canadians about how they love that we bring up hockey numbers.
Do they appreciate that we measure things in hockey rink?
Yeah, no, I've got a few messages. I assume they're Canadians or maybe people who live in Minnesota, but yeah.
Hey, they got hockey in Florida now.
Yeah.
That means you have to tell him everything, Dave.
Yeah, you have to tell me everything about
It all started.
Name.
No, he seemed legit like that was a serious question, but he also probably knows a little bit more than he's letting on. He seems like he's trying to ask you questions. Maybe he knows a bit of the answer, curious on what you would say to him.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The only thing I know is, and he stops for a second, and, well, I don't know what's in this van, but I know that the people who put it together and the people behind it probably don't. Well, you know more. You were there. You know more about this shit, experiencing it firsthand.
Well, unless you're Majestic 12 and you're just fucking lying.
If I was Majestic 12, I'm assuming that they would just nuke this barn from orbit, and you and the van would be going up in flames right now. They're looking for this, though. I promise you that. They're not going to be very happy that you guys have this. Do you understand that part? Like the gravity of the situation of who you've pissed off?
Yeah, we do. That's why we have rifles trained on you right now.
That's fair.
Who's with you here? Who are these other buddies of yours in the cars? Tell them to come out.
He doesn't say anything. He just looks back at the car, and he puts his gun away. He opens up his jacket.
Is he the little guy that was in the back seat of the sedan, or did he climb on the passenger side of the sedan?
He came out of shotgun of the sedan, so the person who's short is still in the back.
Sand is trying to determine the threat level of these people if it did turn into a firefight. Does this look like they brought a short guy that's still in the car and a firing team, or like it just happens to be two vehicles full of some business dudes, or like what do I see so far?
That's tough to tell. You would assume that, by the way he's talking, he doesn't know what he's rolling up on, you would assume that they would have some firepower. It would be stupid to not roll up with any sort of firepower. When he puts his gun away and looks back at the sedan, the short person that's in the back starts to shuffle over, and the door opens behind the driver. And you see a shortish African American woman get out. She's got like short curly hair, and she's got on like not a trench coat, but like a long overcoat. And she gets out and just starts looking at the van and walks up, stands beside him, doesn't say anything, doesn't even really look at you guys, just looks at the van and starts to walk down the side of the van.
Whoa. I point the gun at her.
She's fine. Don't worry about her.
You're not even fine.
What do you mean I'm not fine?
Who's this?
That's Briar.
Hey, my human score was so good. Can you tell me whether or not Saint would believe that he's telling the truth?
He seems like he's been pretty honest with you. Like maybe he's not telling you everything, but he doesn't seem like he's lying to you.
Okay, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think he's on the level.
Of course I'm on the level. Like I said on the phone to you, you got no one else to trust.
Yeah.
You just know he's telling you the truth. That's all you know.
Does this make sense if I was Majestic? That I would just walk up like this?
What does Briar do?
She seems to be very preoccupied with the van. She doesn't even make eye contact with you guys. She doesn't seem like she...
I'm actually asking him.
What
does
my
Briar
bad.
do? I like step out in front and like to block her.
And Kane is keeping a gun trained on her, and if I have to change angles to keep an eye on wherever she walks beside the van, I'm gonna keep eyes on her.
You get out and like you physically stand in front of her? Merrick?
Yeah.
She'll stop and look up at you. She just says quietly to you, I'd like to look at the van, please. I'd like to know what's in here.
What's that guy's name again?
Decker.
Decker.
She puts her hands up like she's like, I have no weapon.
What is she, like a scientist or something? Why don't you just tell me? I don't know why you're being so aloof.
Yeah, and is the scientist, as we're looking at her, I'm assuming she's a scientist for some reason, is the woman abnormally short, or is she just a short woman?
Oh, she's just a short woman.
Okay.
Not a little person.
No, she's not. She's not a dwarf. She's not like
a gray
engineered
alien in a
or
skin
something.
suit.
Yeah. Her face is a little droopy. Everything here is fine.
More sugar water.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you got that.
I'm gonna escort her to the back of the van.
Oh, yeah, she seems totally fine with that. If you want to your body language and stuff, like I'll take you there. She follows you, and she looks at the doors like, I guess that are tied with a cable or whatever it is. You guys shot it out.
Yeah. We had to tie them shut.
She waits for you to untie it. She just kind of looks at it and looks at you.
It's fine. I open it up. I stand back and I just kind of like wave the gun.
Can you tell me your experiences at Platt? What happened? She's very soft-spoken. She's talking to just you and her at the back of the van, I suppose.
So she's just standing there before she goes in?
Yep, she's just like, she hasn't gone in. She's just looking. like taking it all in. Like she seemed to be very, not like curious, like she's looking around, but she seems to just be like processing all this. Like she's looking at things like, okay, she'll like kind of nod to herself, like, all right. Can you tell me about what happened at Platt?
Pulses. EMP like type pulses every once in a while. Kind of sent the personnel on the base kind of insane. Really agitated people. Eventually it just melted some brains from the inside out.
When you guys found this, what was the state of the device?
It was out of the capsule.
There were personnel here?
What was left of them?
What was left of them? What do you mean?
Killed them.
You killed them?
The crystal killed them. As I'm talking, I kind of peek around the van. Hey, you're not moving. Okay. And I come back.
Yeah, Decker's just standing out the front, I suppose, with Saint and Sand.
Yeah, Saint's gonna, not drop his gun, but just like shoulder it again and say to Decker, look, you gotta understand, we've had dealings with Majestic 12, and they were also pretty chatty and friendly. So excuse us for being concerned. This is some important shit we're sitting on here.
The barn in Groversville. I know all about that operation. I know about what happened.
Well, then don't wonder why we're concerned when a bunch of assholes in shiny black vehicles show up and
easy.
start...
I think I've been pretty nice.
Oh, you do? Yeah, well.
He like shrugs and looks over at Sand.
Are you just gaslighting us, Decker? What's your deal with this weird attitude? You understand that we would be a little edgy, and you're trying to build trust here. Am I right?
Yeah, I've put the gun away. You guys seem normal. I was a little worried. I didn't really know what was going on. I'll be honest with you. She's the one that knows more about this shit than I do. I'm the one you talk to on the phone, and he looks over at Shutter. So I was the one that wanted to, suss out the situation first before Briar and her team tackled the van.
What are you here for? Are you here to get us out? Get us safe? Are you here to recover the material and leave us behind?
Well, I'm here to help get you out. Secure what you guys have taken to keep you safe. I don't know what to do about that. Like, you guys have pissed off some pretty powerful people who probably know a lot about you, probably know where to find you, and probably don't want you to be safe. So I don't really know what I can do about the keep you safe part, but we can get you out of here. You guys,
that's kind of what I meant. I didn't mean forever. I just meant out of this mission.
Yeah, I think we can get you out of here and get you home.
I'm starting to trust these guys, Saint. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But like, you're going home is going to be different now. You understand that, right?
Yeah, we just got to survive today.
I like your attitude.
I feel like there's silent helicopters coming over the horizon as we speak. Can we speed this up a little bit?
We've been following them a little bit. They're not even anywhere close to here. They're looking for you, though.
Are they searching in the west of where we were?
Yeah, they did. They were doing. They seem to be doing like a sweep of all the area around Platt. But yeah, I believe that's one of the areas. There's maybe there's a reason why we told you to come this way. That fact is,
maybe there is. We picked up a random signal on our FM radio that seemed to be potentially MJ12 communicating their search pattern. We thought it was weird that we would pick it up on the radio station.
Yeah, no, that is weird that you would pick it up on the radio station, but what I understand, I don't know if anything is pretty normal with this van and what's going on. So who knows? Like I said, that's above my pay grade. I was just more or less made sure that you weren't just going to shoot us all when we showed up.
We still haven't fully decided on that.
That's fair. He looks over at Shutter. You got some house cleaning to do back home.
He can
The
see
fuck are
Shutter.
you
Shutter's
talking
around
about?
the back of the van.
Oh, my bad. Shit. Fuck, where'd Shutter go? He doesn't say it. Oh, yeah, it's Saint over there. He looks over at Saint. We can get you to a hospital. You doing all right now? You seem to be patched up somewhat, but fuck, you look like shit.
Yeah, like he's heavily leaning against the side of the van right now. He's up, alive but shot up. Yeah. I can make it through today. But yeah, I'm gonna need a hospital. And some kind of story to tell.
Don't worry about that. We got lots of stories.
Well, all right then. Sam holds out his hand for a handshake.
He
We
looks
good?
down at it and looks up at you and switches his cigarette to his other hand and takes a drag and shakes your hand. Puts his hand out and shakes it.
All right then. Think you could give me one of those?
Yeah, for sure. Hands you a cigarette.
All right. Okay.
Back to the back of the van.
What can you tell me about all this? How do you know about it?
I'll be honest, I don't know a lot. But I know that Majestic was working on something. We know that, well, I'm sure you guys have figured it out, that they seem to have a symbiotic relationship with the Miko. Sorry, with the Miko. I say it different all the time. Pardon me with that. We don't know how they got this. What did you guys call it? Did you guys call it anything? You just said it was in the containment. You guys
Said it
haven't
was a
referred to it as a crystal.
crystal,
Did you say
I
that? Yeah.
Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, we said that.
The crystal.
We're calling it the Dark Crystal.
Copyright.
Redacted.
Redacted.
The crystal. I don't know.
Well, it's not
Is
from
it
this
alien?
world. It is.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Migo technology, and one thing that they might have taken it. We don't know what Lepus is up to, but we know that this is part of it, and the fact that you guys got it out of Platt is pretty impressive. Can you help me up? Get in there. She's
So
short.
she's not even inside
So
yet.
she puts like her hand out to so you can hold it so she can climb up. She's short.
Yeah. I oblige.
She starts just looking at the gauges and looking at the stuff. What did you find in here?
There's some logs about some of the testing that they were doing.
Okay, it looks like it can be removed. She looks down at the base of the containment unit.
Just take the van. I don't want it. Give us your car. We'll swap. Or get us out of here.
We'll get you out of here.
I guess you don't want to be driving this van around.
She goes back to the back and holds her hand out again so you can help her down.
Hold on. Where? It said Lepus. He rubs his throat a little.
Oh yeah.
Where is he?
We don't know.
Hmm.
She sees you. You figure her human is off the charts. She sees you rub your throat, and you can tell that she makes the connection. You haven't. That your first run in with him? Do you know who he was before then?
No. Never seen him before. Don't want to see him again.
She nods. I don't blame you. I don't know if that's how it's going to go, though.
What are you guys going to do with this?
We're going to figure out whatever we can about it. We need to figure out what they're doing, I suppose. She starts to walk along the other side of the van, not the side she came down, but the other side, and just is looking at the van. Seems to be trying to take everything in. Do you guys have anything you've taken from the van, or is everything in here? I see lots of there seems to be reports and logs and stuff. She looks over in the corner of where you propped up all the PPE so Saint could have a seat, and there's the stack of papers and stuff that he went through. I guess
Probably a pool of blood.
some blood on there.
Mm-hmm.
There is one thing missing. There was a transponder. We were worried that it was some kind of tracking unit, and so we ripped that out.
She's talking to Shutter, by the way.
I thought she
Oh,
She walked around the she walked around the van.
She's
I
around the
thought we
side.
were-
You guys are at the front talking. She speaks very quietly. She's talking to Shutter.
He'll say that though.
The
He'll
transponder.
mention that. Yeah.
That's why they haven't found us yet. Anything else? Everything here is in the van. There's nothing else.
Why?
We
Not that I can remember, but what's the problem if?
we just want to make sure we get all the information.
Oh, okay. Well,
Whatever
no,
you've
I
taken
haven't-
from the van, there's no use to you, but there's use for me.
I haven't taken anything. You can ask the others.
She comes around to the front of the van and faces the Decker, and you guys are talking, and he stops and looks over. You're a human, man. You can tell that there is. When she comes over, he stops talking and like waits for her to say something. She definitely has authority over him.
Okay.
Something you pick up.
Yeah, interesting.
She looks over to the van and she motions, and the van opens and a guy gets out, and the side door of the van gets out, and a couple other people get out, and they're like in PPE, kind of like, it looks like it could be dismantled. We want to take that central apparatus with us and everything else you can find in there, strip the van. Get the thermite ready, start stripping everything. And some guys come out and they're holding like cases, and they go around to the back of the van, and you see they're just starting to strip everything. Trying to like dismantle everything. She looks over at a Sand and Saint. Is there anything from the van? Is everything in there? Everything that you found that's pertaining to this situation?
There is one other thing, Briar, that you should probably be aware of. And I pull out the crystal shard from my pocket.
Oh.
This is something that I came across on a bomb disposal mission in Afghanistan over a decade ago. And it had a significant psychological effect on everyone. And I've been carrying it around with me ever since. I think it's been causing me psychological trauma, to be totally honest. And it seems to be the exact same material. And I give it to her.
You give it to her.
Yeah.
She doesn't take it. She puts her hand for a second and she motions for one of the lab guys to come over, and she, I need to get me one of those out of the, she takes like basically like an evidence bag, I suppose, or some sort of bag. She doesn't want to touch it. But she's like, drop it in here. So she can
I do it.
so she can like look at it. She seems to just be wary to touch it.
Yep.
And this is part of what was in there?
I think so. That's my assumption. I seem psychically connected to it.
This piece
In
is
a
from
way.
there, or you feel that this is just the same material and you've had this for a long time?
I feel that it's the same material. I've been carrying this piece for 10 years, but I think it's the exact same material.
She seems to like not looked at you with concern, but like, I don't really know how to describe it. She gives you a strange look, and we're taking this with us.
Okay.
Can I humint her strange look?
Yeah, you can humint her strange look, Mr. Humint Man. Everyone, I suppose, can fucking roll it.
83 on 83.
I want to humint it too, just so that if I fail, I can bump my score up.
Nice choice.
Ooh, 23. Under 62. Whoa, I'm actually pretty good at this.
There was a little, 63 is pretty good.
Yeah.
There's for the first time, her demeanor has been very calm, cool, and collected. She seemed very, all about business, very blah, blah, blah. For the first time you see is it concern? There was a little change when he said that, when she realized that he's had this with her the whole time, and it's part of what that is. You saw a little blip of concern, I suppose is the right word.
Briar, what can you tell us? We've been through a lot. We need some information. Please.
Yeah, you seem a little thrown off.
Is Sand going to be okay just because he's been carrying this around for so long? What do you know about the crystal?
She doesn't say anything for a second, and then she seems okay. That's it. Controlling him is not a concern of mine. My concern is that you've had a connection, some way for the Migo to... You just had a connection with the Migo for quite some time. I'm concerned that they also know that.
These last few days are my first experience with aliens, but not my first experience with this crystal, as far as I know.
And you had no idea what this was?
No, I was just attracted to it. I kept it after the weird mission because I was drawn to it, and it seems to have been giving me nightmares.
You've kept it with you this whole time?
Yeah.
Why didn't you get rid of it or tell anyone about it?
I was attracted to it in a weird way.
So you feel it has a sort of control over you, like it's influenced you at all?
I don't know if it's influenced me, but I do feel connected to it. And I have felt, I told this to my friends, I feel like it gets warm if I'm in danger. But I've never really been able to determine if that was just in my mind or not.
Did you notice anything when you approached the van with it?
I didn't.
When you guys first found this, what state was this device in? Was it contained in this unit?
It was not contained. It had been pulsing intermittently and driving everyone increasingly crazy, or like exacerbating their particular neurotic behaviors. And then when we went to try and confront the guards in the van, we discovered that they were all dead from the final pulse. And then we pulled the lever and pushed the crystal into the containment unit. Then the pulses stopped.
Yeah, because when we found it, the crystal was sitting there, right? Sand, you said it was sitting there like a size of a football, or?
That's right.
Yeah.
Like out in the open.
We know Lepus wasn't on site. Was Rourke? You know Rourke. I know you've all had experiences with him. He's one of Lepus's lead scientists, technology guys. One of the main guys behind this that he trusts.
Yeah, he was there.
He was one of the people you found dead.
Yeah. That's correct.
Yeah, he's very past tense.
You've mentioned that you didn't kill them. How did they die?
Their heads exploded inside of their protective helmets. They'd their brains leaked out their eyeballs inside the helmets.
She seems to just take it in for a second. And then the people start, they're dismantling the van, taking things out and bringing it into their van, basically just taking whatever they want. And you see them starting to set up thermite charges around. They're going to just burn this whole fucking thing to the ground after van, grain elevator, everything. They're just going to...
They're definitely part of the program. They know how to burn down.
Yeah.
They've read page 3.
Yeah, you see someone looking at page 3, okay, yeah. We check this out. She looks at Shutter and says, Lena Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking into Groversville. And she's about to find out things that you don't want her to find out. You got to keep your house in order.
What kind of things she about to find out?
There's those 2 Panama X people. She's been digging into Groversville. And they've reached out to her. You got to be careful. I suggest you tie up that loose end. I don't know how. I'll leave that up to you. If you can't tie it up, we will.
How?
She doesn't answer you. She turns to Saint.
Shit. You hear Ray say in the background.
What shitty news do you have for me?
Cortez.
Nothing you don't already know. Operation Ascension, you were there. So was he.
Yeah, what about it?
They know who you are. You need to be careful.
It didn't seem like it. I was standing feet away from the guy, and it didn't seem like he recognized me at all. But now I'm on their radar.
He's been doing some digging.
They
We don't
put
know
it
much,
together.
but he's digging.
Shit. Well, I've been doing some digging too. You better hope I don't find him before he finds me.
She almost smiles for the first time, but not quite. There's just a little crack in the corner of her mouth, and then it goes straight again. Now, one thing, this is handler to players.
Mm-hmm.
There were two things you found on Rourke that I believe Sand has. And when she asked if there's anything else and you guys all said no, I just want to make sure that you do remember that there are two things that Sand found. By all means, keep them a secret if you want, but I just wanted to make sure you remembered what looked like a key card and then also a data stick.
Right.
They were on his person, not in the van.
And something about the D17 lab.
So I just wanted to remind you of that. You don't have to, by all means, do whatever you want, but she is inquiring about things that were in the van. And you see them, they're taking all the papers, they're taking everything out, they're loading everything into the van. They seem to have got the apparatus down, like they're stripping this motherfucker.
Okay, did you say that I had those things?
I believe you have them, unless you've, by all means, tell me otherwise if you've given them to someone else, but you were the one that searched him.
Yeah, because Ray was driving and I was bleeding.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Driving, bleeding, searching.
Is it bleeding?
That's the name of the episode. Driving, bleeding, searching.
I think I would hand that stuff over. I'm probably going to make eye contact with Saint here, assuming that he kind of knows what I'm thinking, and
I'll give you, if you guys want,
saying don't do it.
here, I'll give you guys this. Say she walks and starts to talk to the scientist, and Decker's going around. So if you guys want a second to have a personal conversation, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Do you see? She's just
good.
giving orders like, yep, if we can get that down, make sure we get that. I want all the logs. I want those parts in the front. I'm going to look through those. She's just giving orders. And he's looking around. He seems to be just curious about the van and checking things out.
Saint's gonna say, I think we might be in the clear with that data stick that you pulled from Rourke.
You want to keep it?
I mean, yeah. But I also don't want to fall out with these guys. We can't afford to be a solo act right now. There's too many eyes on us. What do you want to do?
I don't think we can do this halfway. We've already given them the van. We've already told them what happened. I gave them my little crystal shard. It doesn't help us to have half of the data. It helps them to use what's on the stick to complete their investigation. I feel like we should either kill all these people and keep everything, or decide that we trust them and move forward.
Shutter, what do you think? What if we just keep the data stick? Maybe we check it out ourselves and turn it over later. I don't know. What do you think?
You just see Shutter nod.
What are we gonna do with a bunch of data on some extraterrestrial crystal that none of us have the ability to understand?
We run into it in the wild again, we might have a better idea how to deal with it or what to avoid, etc. I think more information we have, the better. We can't just be blindly trusting these people.
I'll come clean with you guys too. I'm kind of honestly hoping that there might be more information about Lepus on that data stick. My number one thing right now is to find that asshole and put him down. And if there's a chance that we might be able to place him with the information that's on this stick, I don't know if I trust these guys to let us know let us in on anything else to do with Lepus. This might be our one shot. You don't know what this guy's done like I do. He's the worst of the worst.
It's not that I don't believe you that Lepus is bad. It's just that I believe that these guys are part of the conspiracy.
Yeah.
We used Derringer's phone to contact these people. We got the same person. They haven't tried to kill us yet. They've clearly read page 3 of the manual.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right.
We can't trust many people, but I think maybe we need to trust these ones.
All right, listen, I'm on the fence. Shutter, what do you think? Think we trust these guys?
No.
Well, now I don't know what to do.
Okay, it's your call then, Saint.
God damn it. Give it to me. I'll take the fall for it.
Okay. I discreetly hand him the drive and the key card.
Okay. And you take it and tuck it in your pocket? Safety?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, they keep tearing the van apart, doing all sorts. It's a busy scene of people coming and going from the van. Is there anything else you want to address?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're just trusting these guys now, right? They're gonna get us out of here and burn this place to the ground like proper Delta Green agents.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
All right. Decker comes around and he looks at Briar and he gives her a nod like everything's all set. And she turns and starts to walk towards the van, leaving you with Decker. And he's like, all right, let's get you guys home. And then we'll fade out of the grain elevator. Handing everything over to who you assume is the conspiracy. Now,
I don't like the way you said that.
before we...
Neither.
As the scene fades and we close out season 1, I want to do a little end of credit trailer to tease a little bit about season 2.
Ooh, all right.
So the scene opens to a close-up of someone walking along like a metal grate walkway. Echoey, so it's like somewhere cold. Not cold as in frigid cold, but you know what I mean? Like it's metallic, it's all steel. Comes up to a door, swipes the key card, and it opens, and he walks in, and you see a man with his hands like kind of folded behind his back, looking out through like a big, huge viewing window down at this huge open floor. People in lab coats going back and forth doing things. Giant machinery. You see something large and mechanical, complex, which seems to be the center of this laboratory or whatever is going on here. The camera turns around and you see the face of Lepus looking out. And then you see Keen walk up beside him. We lost everything at Platt. Containment unit. Everything's gone.
Yeah, you did, you fucking losers. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
Rourke's dead. Just silence for a quick second. What do we do, boss? Do we keep going? We don't have any of the data. Lepus kind of sighs and he's, oh, the show must go on. I think we have enough to get the array fired up. You were right too, boss. He was part of Operation Ascension. And he smiles. I knew it. He remembers you too. He's been digging. Good. You ever do much fishing? And he's like, no, not really. Fishing's all about tricking the fish with the lures. Making them see something shiny so they come in and then you get them. He's looking for us, huh? Yeah, and the other two. It's the three of them again, the same guys from Groversville. I figured, causing a little bit more of trouble than I'd like. I say we do some fishing and let's lure them in. And he kind of nods. Now, face kind of changes. And he looks down and you see him scanning the floor with the laboratory. I think too, I've figured out what I need. I think the missing key to getting all this working. Something important, something I've been missing. I know what it is, now we just gotta find it. And it fades out. And then it fades to a taxi driving through a town. And the taxi pulls up alongside, and the guy looks in the rearview mirror at this woman who seems to be looking out the side window. And he looks at a piece of paper and he's like, "Hey, this is the address, lady. This is where you said you wanted to go, huh? You all right back there?" And the lady turns and says, "This is where they said they would be. I want my baby." And you see Jane Allen.
What?
And we'll cut.
Wow.
What the hell?
And we'll fade out of season 1, Operation Blackstar.
Wow.
How many characters did you go through, Mike?
Just one. Just if I lose a character a season, we'll be
All right. Congratulations. Congratulations.
very nearly 2, man.
Thank you for listening to another episode from Actual Play Entertainment. Please rate us, review us, and subscribe. If you liked what you just heard, give us 5 stars and tell your friends. If you didn't like it, then tell your enemies. You'll show them. And for more information and content, visit actualplayentertainment.com.
Hey, I'm role playing here.